Alright, we're going to cook butternut squash eggs. I like to cook with stainless steel pans, pots and pans. I don't like to use non-stick stuff. It's toxic as hell, and I feel like I can't get a good saute with them. So I always use stainless steel. It's a little bit harder to clean, but I clean mine with baking soda. It's not too bad if you use that with a little bit of dish liquid. So what I like to do for breakfast foods like this, I always try to grease my pans up when I use stainless steel. Usually I use butter, but with breakfast stuff, I always try to use one slice of bacon. So, again, this is all bought from Save-A-Lot. I'll take, don't have to just be one slice, just grab anything you can get out of it. Take a slice, turn the pan on, put it in there. I don't know if all Save-A-Lot sells this Sugardale, but mine does. That's what I put in there. That's the best stuff they sell at my Save-A-Lot. They got some cheaper stuff. I try to stay away from it. So while that's kind of greasing up, take my butternut squash, cut a few rings. The bigger the rings for this, the better. This one here, it'll work for sure, but if it was a little bit fatter, that would work even better because that's the more egg you can put in it. Nothing fancy, just take a few slices. Guess that one's no good. There's one. Two. I'm gonna do one more, so I like mine a little bit fatter. Alright. This one here is alright. It's a little bit thin. Put that over there. Take these bad boys. This knife here is done. And then I like to just hollow them out. Nothing fancy, any way you can. This is where the eggs are going to go into. You can make them as deep as you want. As big as you want. That's how I like to get my carbohydrates. I don't eat no carbohydrates from a box. I don't eat fast food. Nothing that'll put a bunch of weight on me. Flip them over, you can kind of see your outline. I like a lot of fats, but I don't like carbohydrates or sugars. Fats won't make you fat. Carbs, sugars definitely make you fat. Kind of pop the centers out like that. Now, you've got some hollow spots in there. You can make it a little bit wider if you want. But we're gonna, once this is all greased up, we're gonna cook these in that pan. I'll show you here in a second. And then the eggs go right on top of that. Now that I have my pan all greased up with a little bit of bacon, you can eat that, save it for later. So now I'm gonna cook my squash rings. Just put them right in there. I like a little bit of salt and pepper. I've been stuck on this pink Himalayan salt from Save-A-Lot. It's not too bad. little bit of this pepper. While that's cooking, I will mix up a little bit of eggs. I like to use 2 eggs if there's one egg per ring basically. Depending on how many rings you're cooking, how many eggs you'll need. And it probably won't take all this, it'll probably take like 1.5 eggs. I like to put a little bit of salt and pepper in my eggs as well. And I also like to put a little bit of parsley flakes in there. And when it's done, I like to put a little bit of parsley flakes on top as well. This one's brand new. And you can do these eggs, you can do them whole. And just crack an egg and put it right on top there if you like that. I like mine scrambled. And I just whip them up. It looks a lot nicer if you just crack the egg and put it right on top. So these are about halfway done. I just kind of keep flipping them. Right in all the bacon grease. Kind of test them out. I like mine really soft. So we'll just cook these up a little bit longer. And we'll put the eggs in there. Now if yours aren't cooking fast enough, what I do, I put little holes through it. Kind of like that with a fork. And you flip them. You can get up there just a little bit more. Cook them a little bit faster. Alright, so I'm gonna flip these. Oh shit, one broke on me. That sucks. Got a little bit too soft. Gotta watch that. Gotta watch that. Okay, that's alright. No big deal. So what I'm gonna do now that I only have one is I'm just gonna crack an egg right into it. I was gonna do one scrambled and one whole, but it looks like I'll just have to put the scrambled eggs on the side. That's no big deal. You can pour the scrambled eggs right into that. Now remember, while the egg's cooking, so is the ring. So kind of leave yourself enough time to cook the ring the rest of the way as well. So what I'm going to do before I put the egg in there whole is I always try to put just a dab of butter in the center. Put just a little bit of butter right in the center. Let that pull up. And then we'll take our egg. Again, you can put scrambled right in there or a whole egg. There we go. We'll just let that cook. Now you can put, before you put the egg in there, you can put anything you want. You can put a little bit of cinnamon on the outside. You can even do like a little bit of maple syrup. That's pretty good. Or you can cook the cinnamon with it. You keep flipping it with the cinnamon and the maple syrup. That's always pretty good too, especially with the bacon. So we'll let that cook up. We're about halfway done with the egg cooking. If you want to do a whole egg like this, don't stir it, nothing. Just let it cook. Eventually it will. That's why I kind of prefer the scrambled eggs over this. Because the scrambled eggs cook a lot faster and a little more even. That yolk takes a little bit longer. But we're almost done. So what I'm doing here, just to speed things up just a little bit, because you'll have some egg on the outside too, is I'll put a lid on it, and I'm just going to pour just a dab of water there, and then I'll put the lid right back on it. That's going to cook it a lot faster. You don't have to do this, but I don't really have time to sit here and let shit cook up like that. So that's it. It's all done. Now if you're going to eat this yourself, like I'm gonna do, I just eat it just like that. Who cares? If you're gonna cook this for somebody and you want it to look a little nicer, kind of get the rest of that egg off of there. Make sure it looks kind of nice and presentable. Take all that off. Comes off really easily. You can put whatever topping you want on top. I just kind of prefer this parsley. And that's it, man. It's done. Now we have good carbohydrates here. We got protein, omega-3s, all kinds of good stuff in that. I like to cook a lot more than this. I have those scrambled eggs. I'm just going to cook them on the side. This is what it is. A lot of protein there. I'll hit the gym after these, all the eggs, and I'll go pump iron and cook this for your girl in the morning. She'll really appreciate this. If she doesn't, fucking dump her. It's a really nice dish, quick and easy. Everything's from Save A Lot, and it's really cheap to make.